Well, hello there, my friend. Today I thought I'd show you how you can return multiple values from your functions. Okay, let's define a function here in our Jupyter notebook. And let's say that we just return 1. And now if we run this, and let's say my func here, we will see that it outputs the number 1 or the integer 1 here. And this is all fine. But what if we want to return multiple values? Well, let's make another code block here and def my mult values. And let's say that we return a 1 and a 2. And then if we run that, my mult values, and let's run it, we get 1 and 2 in parentheses. So wait a minute, does this mean that it returns integers or another object? Well, let's check. If we write type my mult values here and run it again. Okay, so we get a tuple, and that is not what we wanted, right? We wanted the integers 1 and 2 and not a tuple. Well, this is because a function can only return one value, but we can define what it returns. So it can return one object, but you cannot return multiple values like this. So that's why Python returns a tuple when we write this. And actually, we can look at how we define tuples. So my tuple equals parentheses 1, 2. So this is how you define a tuple, but you can also define a tuple without parentheses. My tuple equals 1, 2. And if we print these values here, my other tuple, let's like that and run it. We can see that we get a 1 and a 2. Let's also like this so that we can get all values here. And so we get 2 tuples with the same exact values, 1 and 2. So you can also define a tuple without the parentheses. And to return just one tuple, we can create a tuple like this. My single tuple equals a 1 and a comma. So if we run this code, we can see that we get a tuple of only one value. So this is how you define a single value tuple. Okay. Python returns a tuple automatically for us. But how can we then unpack these values so that we can use it? Well, let's see here if we, for example, write 1, 2, and that is equal to my mult values. And then we can print 1 and print 2. And now we see we get the values 1 and 2. So now we have unpacked the tuple to these two variables, 1 and 2 here. So it's quite the same. You just put the variables with a comma here and unpack the values. But let's say that we don't really know how many values we have in this tuple. What is the length of it? So then we can unpack with the asterisk operator. Asterisk operator. To do that, we can write a new function, my multiple values. And let's say that we return the values 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And then we can say that 1, 2, and asterisk, the rest is equal to my multiple values. And if we print this, we print the 1 and we print 2 and we print the rest. Let's print this one or run it. So you see we get 1, 2, and the rest is a list unpacked into the rest here. So you can unpack these values, not knowing how many they are. We can put a 6 here as well and run it, and then Python will put that into a list. So it unpacks the tuple to a list like that. Okay, so that is how you can return multiple values from your functions.